Now the next thing we are going to talk about in this video are if statements. In C programming, if statements are used to make decisions based on conditions. They allow the program to execute different blocks of code depending on whether a specified condition is true or false. If the condition is true, the code inside the if statement is executed, otherwise it is skipped. So let us see an example program that checks and says if a person is a minor or not based on their age. So I will first declare an integer variable named age, which I will initialize to 25. Now we are going to assume in this example that someone is a minor if they are less than 18 years old, and if they are 18 or more, they are no longer a minor. So I'm going to use my if statement to check if the age of this person is less than 18 or not. So I will write if. It's a keyword in C programming. Then I will follow it by a set of parentheses, and within the parentheses I will write my condition which I want to check. So the condition is going to be age less than 18. I want to check if the age of this person is less than 18 or not. And after that, out of the closing parenthesis, I will write a set of braces. Now this set of braces is what is known as the body of this if block. So anything I write here is going to be executed if the condition age less than 18 is true. So when the age is less than 18, I want to simply print a message which tells the person you are a minor. Okay, now so this is our if statement. We have the if keyword followed by the condition we want to check within a set of parentheses, and after that we have a set of braces which contain the set or the lines of code which we want to execute in case this condition is true. Now let us run the program given that our age is 25. We see that nothing is displayed in our result because the condition age less than 18 was not true. Now let us change this age to something like 16, which is going to satisfy the condition age less than 18, and I will run it again. Now that the age is 16, which is less than 18, the condition was true and the message you are a minor has been displayed to us as we expect. Now let's also see how we can add another instruction to be executed if the age is not less than 18 instead of not doing anything. So in order to do that, we have what we call the else block in C. It is a block of code that is going to be executed in case our condition is not true, or in other words, if the condition is false. So the if is going to get executed if the condition is true, while what is in the else block is going to be executed if the condition is false or is not true. So in order to do that, I will write the else keyword. Let me spell it correctly. You can see it is highlighted in green, or it is colored green because it is also a keyword in C. Now after writing the else, I will write a set of braces after it, and within these braces I can write the lines of code I want to be executed in case the condition age less than 18 is not true. So here I will simply print a message which tells the user that he is not a minor. Now if you run the program again, we are going to see how the result looks like. So we see our result displayed as you are a minor. This is because our age is still 16. Now I will change the value of age to a value which is greater than 18. Let's say 20. And if I try for a second time, you see the message is now changed to you are not a minor. So that is how to use the else condition or the else block in if statements. Let's now see how we can have multiple conditions to check with different set of instructions for each condition. So after writing my first condition, if age is less than 18, I may have other conditions which I want to check if this particular condition is not true, instead of just directly printing something like in the else block, which executes if the age less than 18 condition is not true. Maybe I may want to check another condition before that, or before just moving to the end. So I will write something known as the else if block. In order to do that, I will write else keyword and then space if, and followed by a set of parentheses. Here I can specify another condition which I want to check. For example, if the age of the person was not 18, I can still check another condition where the age is less than 30. So I will say if age, or else if age less than 30, and followed by a set of braces still. Here I can specify another set of instructions which are going to be executed if the age is less than 30. Here I will simply print a message saying you are in your 20s, because if the person is not less than 18 and he is not also at least 30, it means he is between 18 and 30, which is likely 19 or 20 something. So I will simply print a message you are between 18 and 29. Okay, now so we have the first condition. We are checking if the age is less than 18. If this condition is not true, we will move to the next condition to check if the age is less than 30. And if this is still not true, then and only then we will go to the else block and see what is in it. And here we are going to change this message from you are not a minor, I will say you are. Or before that, let's just add another else if block, because we can add as many of them as we need. So I will say else if again, and this time I will check another condition if the age is less than 40. Now if the age is less than 40, I will print a similar message to what we have here. And finally I will come to my else and I will change the message to you are 40 and above. Okay, now so let's summarize what we have again. We have our age variable which is set to 20 for now, and we are checking various age ranges where this value can be. For example, we have first of all started by asking if the age is less than 18. If that is the case, we tell the person he or she is a minor. And if the age is less than 30, which is our second condition, we are going to tell the person he or she is between 18 and 29. And if the age is less than 40, we simply tell the person he or she is between 39 and 40. Obviously we could have done better with this our messages, but you get the point. And finally we have the else. We are going to reach this else block only if none of the other conditions above are true. So if we finally reach here, it means we are going to assume the person, or we are going to conclude that the person is not 18 or is not less than 18, 30 or 40, meaning that this person is obviously 40 years old and above. And that is simply what we are going to display. So let's run our program to see how the result will be. Now we get the result, you are between 18 and 29, and this is obviously because our age variable was set to 20. Now let's change the value of age to something like, I will change the age to 35 and try again. Now it tells us you are between 30 and 39 because 35 is within that range. Now finally I will give the person an age of 50. And we see the program says you are 40 and above. So that is how to use if statements with multiple conditions in C programming.